as they approach the Geico restart zone. And Riley Herbst jumps early in the restart zone. Has a great push right now from A.J. Allmendinger. Cole Custer, though, hanging right to his outside.
Yeah, Riley Herbst nosed in to the inside to take the race lead. They're going 3 wide further back. Austin Hill just shoved Connor Daly 3 wide, but it's going to be Cole Custer nosing ahead out of turn number 1.
Cole Custer trying to keep that lead, but it's Riley Herbst's teammate diving back to the inside, calling a half Carling advantage. Oh, Riley Herbst almost lost it at the exit of turn number 2. That'll allow Cole Custer to take the lead. He'll check out by a half a car length.
So with all due respect to those that are running 4 through 10 and getting wide, we will pay attention to who it is leading up front, and it is Cole Custer with A.J. Allmendinger just behind him, then Riley Herbst. Eric Almirola to the bottom of the racetrack, going to try to move in a second.
Eric Almirola has gone from 4th to 2nd in the middle of the short chute. Almirola in car number 20 now is in 2nd, trying to hold off Riley Herbst.
Eric Almirola, who did a double spin today on lap 66, has fought his way back up into the top 3 right now as they head back to 1.
That was a remarkable move by Eric Almirola. Now he's got to try to run down Cole Custer. He's still got to worry about Riley Herbst, though. Herbst all over the back bumper into turn 2.
Riley Herbst nearly lost at the midway point of turn number 2 last time by. Planted this time, too. That will give him a nice run on Eric Almirola as our leader has checked out Cole Custer with an 8-car length advantage over that battle for 2nd.
And Cole Custer took a move down to the bottom of the racetrack up the backstretch that the others did not. He enjoys about an 8-car length advantage over Eric Almirola, but Riley Herbst is not going to let that 2nd place get away.
Yeah, that lead for Cole Custer again, about 10 car lengths. He exits turn number 4, about 10 car lengths ahead now of Almirola, who's trying to hold off Riley Herbst for 2nd.
9 laps to go this time by. The battle is for 2nd. Eric Almirola has it. Riley Herbst wants to take it back as they head to 1.
They are nose to tail into turn number 1. A.J. Allmendinger is about 4 car lengths back. Right behind them, Shane Van Gisbergen back into the top 5. Michael, he gets around that damaged car of Jesse Love.
And Riley Herbst now will make a move to the inside of Eric Almirola. Makes it look easy already around him and is checked out by a car length over Eric Almirola. So now Riley Herbst has the eyes on his teammate Cole Custer as they enter 3.
Inside single-digit laps now with Cole Custer, the leader, setting up for turn number 3. A very good line now for that machine. About a 15-car length advantage before you get to Riley Herbst and Allgaier through the north end.
Yeah, with all that was happening in that battle for 2nd and 3rd, that's allowed Custer to roll off a huge advantage. 0-0 with a 20-car length advantage.
Cole Custer back down the front stretch, flashes across the yard of bricks. We'll call it a 20-car length advantage over 2nd place running Riley Herbst.
Yeah, it is growing, but does Riley Herbst have anything for him as they exit turn number 1? It's a wide arcing angle for Cole Custer, your race leader in the short chute.
Guys, we may have an issue. Greg Van Alst just came off a pit lane, and he is barely rolling down the back straightaway. Cole Custer with an 8-car length advantage over Riley Herbst. But we'll see if the caution comes out. I think it's going to have to. His car will come to a dead stop midway down the back straightaway.
But he has managed to pull it off now and out of the racing groove. Sportsmanlike move there, and it allows Cole Custer to continue its speed. 18-car length advantage in turn number 3.
Well, it sure looks like Riley Herbst has made up some ground. It was about a 20-car length advantage. I'm going to say that's about 15 right now.
Greg Van Alst pulled off the racetrack behind the fence. We stay green. 7 laps to go with Cole Custer leading Riley Herbst into 1.
Before the previous caution, it was Riley Herbst who ran down his teammate and made the clean pass to take the race lead. He's got to do it again, Michael, out of turn number 1. Cole Custer's advantage, about 10 car lengths.
I think he's closing that gap at least a little bit closer since the last time they came through this turn number 2 portion. Cole Custer down on that white line. Riley Herbst about 15 car lengths behind. A good lead for Cole Custer. Goes down to that white line, swings back to the outside.
Credit Chris Denari. He was the first to notice that this lead indeed was shrinking last time by when they came through turn number 4. Cole Custer now, it's about 12 car lengths that he has right now over Riley Herbst, who is still charging in 2nd.
Yeah, and Herbst has to worry a little bit about Eric Almirola, who's about 5 car lengths behind him. But Herbst trying to gain some distance, but Custer has a big lead.
Now we're whittling it down to just 6 laps to go. Cole Custer right now, his lead, his delta right now is 1.12 seconds, and he basically held serve that time, Nick.
Yeah, it's a holding serve as both Riley Herbst, Eric Almirola try to track him down, Michael. They're already in turn 2.
Yeah, and Eric Almirola only about 5 car lengths behind the second place running Riley Herbst. It looks, if anything, like Eric Almirola is catching Riley Herbst more so than Herbst catching our leader, Cole Custer.
It has been a fractured race that has seen a rotation of leader, but now in the late stages, it is Cole Custer who started up front, running up front. Behind him, it's Herbst, but Herbst still can't get away from Eric Almirola, who's running third.
Yeah, and Cole Custer has to be happy about that because that's the battle for second. Those two are dicing back and forth. Right now, it's Herbst by about 3 car lengths ahead of Almirola, but well in front is Custer in first.
Riley Herbst loosened up Eric Almirola to get around him for second. If Eric Almirola catches Riley Herbst, does he do the same? Nick Yeoman.
Yeah, Riley Herbst has way too much to worry about behind him than in front of him right now. Eric Almirola stalking him, Michael, about 2 car lengths in the short chute.
Yeah, he closed it down at least 2 car lengths from the last time we came through turn number 2. Riley Herbst. There you hear our leader, Cole Custer, now trying to hold off Eric Almirola. It's down to about a car length, Jake. He starts to close in on that rear deck lid, and we'll look to the outside for second.
Almirola has really distanced himself now from Justin Allgaier as he works his way into turn number 3. He is right again on the rear of Riley Herbst. Call it 2 car lengths right now, separating him, Chris, into turn number 4.
Yeah, and I have to say that those 2 cars have gotten a little bit closer to Cole Custer. Might be able to make it interesting. Custer still has the lead out of 4.
Really think this tussle back there for the runner-up spot between Riley Herbst and Eric Almirola is playing to the advantage of Cole Custer. They're preoccupied with each other. Leaders back in 1.
Earlier this morning, Cole Custer announced he's going back to the Cup Series with the newly formed Haas Factory team. Michael, what a way he may celebrate that announcement. The advantage still 10 car lengths.
Yeah, but it is starting to shrink. Riley Herbst and Eric Almirola starting to close in on Cole Custer. It's not close, but we can certainly see that gap starting to shrink. And Shane Van Gisbergen gets around A.J. Allmendinger for the 4th position.
And another thing that could come into play on the final lap, Jeremy Clements is running right now off turn number 4, but well off pace. Will that check up Cole Custer? May not be enough laps left for it. They work their way now through turn number 4.
And if you're Cole Custer, are you playing defense right now, not offense? But I would have to look back. Riley Herbst has gained some ground, but will he have enough laps to make a pass?
3 laps to go. Riley Herbst catching Cole Custer. And then it's Eric Almirola. The top 3 have separated from the field.
Wow, that lead is a lot smaller this time by into turn number 1. It was 10 car lengths. Now it's down to 6. Riley Herbst digging deep, Michael, trying to run him down with 3 to go.
Oh, he's carved into that lead, has it down to 4 car lengths. Cole Custer now has him in his mirrors. Riley Herbst down to 3 car lengths now as they make their way down that back straightaway. Throw a blanket over the front 3 as they get set to enter turn number 3. Cole Custer dives down low.
And Custer is trying to irritate that air, sliding around just a little bit as he enters turn number 3. He knows his lead is tenuous at best. Riley Herbst is right there. Then Eric Almirola, who's not letting those 2 get away.
4 or 5 laps ago, it was a runaway for Cole Custer. Not the case now. Exiting turn 4, about a 4 car length advantage on Herbst.
You don't need a stopwatch. All you need is a pair of eyes to see that Riley Herbst is gaining dramatically on Cole Custer, and I don't think that Eric Almirola's out of the picture.
Boy, they certainly aren't. Into turn number 1. It's down to a car length and a half. Cole Custer hanging on for dear life. Riley Herbst right on the back bumper as they get into turn number 2.
This is where Riley Herbst has really been good, but they have a lap car in front of them. That's Jeremy Clements. Cole Custer will use him as a pick, but Riley Herbst will go along with him. It's down to a half a car length. They'll swing high and swing down low down the back straightaway.
Custer is again trying to irritate that air, but this time he's got a magnet right behind him, and Riley Herbst, who is trying to make a move down to the bottom of the racetrack. Cole Custer is able to hold him off. Custer with just a half a car length advantage.
They exit the short chute. They may be teammates, but each want a win. Side by side, Herbst and Custer. Herbst has the advantage.
White flag in the air. It's a side-by-side battle for the lead. 3-wide battle for the lead now. Eric Almirola takes the outside as they head into 1.
They were 3 wide at the yard of bricks, and Eric Almirola swept around both of them. Almirola to the race lead into turn number 1. Riley Herbst moves into 2nd. Cole Custer 3rd. Michael, can Almirola hang on?
Almirola may have snookered the entire field, but Riley Herbst has a head of steam exiting turn number 2. He'll close it down to a half a car length. Midway point of the back back straightaway. Eric Almirola over Riley Herbst into turn number 3 for the final time.
Could Eric Almirola be a stock car Danny Sullivan spin to win? He's moving his way into turn number 3. Riley Herbst is right there. They've gotten away from Cole Custer just a little bit. Chris, Herbst is going to go to the bottom of the racetrack to try to take the lead.
Turn 4 for the final time. To the inside is Riley Herbst. The Monster Energy car has the lead, exiting 4.
Riley Herbst looks like he is going to take the lead here on the final lap, trying to pull away from the pair battling behind him. Give the win at the Brickyard to Riley Herbst. Coming home in second, it looks like it'll be Cole Custer and Eric Almirola, a close third. A remarkable last lap here in the Brickyard.
That was incredible. Within one lap, Eric Almirola went from third to first. And then by the time they came back around to the checkered flag, Riley Herbst had retaken the lead. Cole Custer right there at the yard of bricks was able to take away that second spot. Stuart Haas started 1 and 2 with Cole Custer and Riley Herbst. They will finish 1 and 2 with Riley Herbst and Cole Custer.
Can't see a much better finish and more dramatic here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway than what we witnessed. We need to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Radio Network.
When their first Xfinity.
Welcome back here to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Just his second career win. Riley Herbst picks a nice place to pull it off, Brad Gilly.
He picked a wonderful place to pull it off, and they were showing his father on the pit box during all of that as Riley Herbst now comes across the start-finish line. Last week, his teammate Cole Custer got his first win of the season, our reigning series champion. The first win for Ford on the Xfinity schedule so far this year. We come back 1 week later, and now Riley Herbst, the other Stuart Haas racing car, gets a big win. He noses his car right to the inside retaining wall. That crew is right up on top of the wall congratulating their driver. Riley Herbst is about to kiss the yard of bricks. His first win came at his home track, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. His second win, he'll kiss the bricks at Indy.
Congratulations to Riley Herbst. You're also a playoff driver in the Xfinity Series.
Wow, what a big deal for him. Yes, he is. He locks himself into that playoffs position. We talked about earlier about Ryan Sieg and how much ground he had gained. Collected 18 stage points here today. Jeff Hammond, if you look at where Ryan Sieg is now above Sammy Smith, those stage points they got, that was some amazing strategy by that race team and crew chief, Matt Noyce.
No, it's incredible. And on top of that, he comes home finished in 11th. I mean, he pretty much maxed the day out. And I think that's incredible for a team that is fighting so hard to make the playoffs. But, guys, I've got to say this. The last couple of laps here, I've still got goosebumps bad because we saw some of the best racing I've seen ever. And that last lap pass by him, I'm talking about Riley Herbst, was as clean as it could be on Eric Almirola.
And I look back at his win at Las Vegas, and Brad, I think he won by like 15 seconds last year.
Yeah,
he knew over the last 15 laps he had the race won. Today, he didn't know till he got to turn 4.
His first 2 victories came the same way, passing his teammate, Cole Custer. Of course, the final pass was over Eric Almirola for the win. Let's go down to pit road and hear from some of our top finishers. Rich Nye, who's with you?
I've got Eric Almirola. Eric, what an incredible comeback. First, how did you pull that off? And then what happened on the last lap?
I thought that was our only chance if we were going to steal one. The Stuart Haas cars were the class of the field all weekend. So I thought that was my chance to try, when they got side by side, to try and make something happen. And I thought it was going to work out. I thought I was going to get clean air and it was going to be okay. But Riley's car was just so good, and he was able to get to my left rear, and he got me tight. It happened earlier in that run. I was just so tight when he would get to my left rear. So hats off to those guys. They did a great job. Really proud of everybody at Joe Gibbs Racing, Tyler and all the guys on this 20 team. They did a great job, and proud of the effort. And just, dang, that hurts.
That was a great show. Rob?
Let's talk to Sheldon Creed, 4th last week at Pocono, 5th this weekend in Indianapolis. Sheldon, talk to me about that run.
Yeah, I mean, had to battle all day, had to start at the back because we blew a motor there and practice. So, yeah, just a battle. I didn't think we were great. Car handling-wise, we were pretty decent, but just I felt like we were getting killed down the straightaway. So that made it a little tough, but yeah, I just was able to have a good strategy there at the end with tires and had a good restart and was able to pick a few off. So really happy to keep consistency up and yeah, proud of what we're doing, but we always want more.
Another top 5 day for Sheldon Creed. Congratulations.